Well, hello. So, breaking news, the president has COVID. And a lot of thoughts are processing through my mind. Now, I'm a liberal. I am kind of a little bit on the conservative side, but there's definitely a very strong liberal aspect within my voice. I believe that people should be liberated to be free to who they need to be, but at the same time understand a sense of empathy with humanity and our context within all of us and how our actions ripple and affect others. So, but it is imperative that we become liberal so that we can liberate and travel through our minds, imaginations, and build into wonderful elements. That's what I believe being a liberal means, to allow people the freedom to vote, to be, to inspire, to grow. But I know that people may disagree with me, and that's okay because I still love you. But let's talk about the president. Let's talk about the whole COVID situation. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, there was times when I was like, because there was a visceral anger every time the president spoke. For me, just some of the things on the tapes and about people and races, and it was a lot. It was a lot to the level of where just like, the army of the world, where are you? Hades, Ares, Satan. You know, that level of anger. You know, you're like, Richie Boys. You know, like, don't, never, 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 please. Okay, that's never. But you, you know, you get to that level of anger. I think because you care. You care about America. I care about America. I care about America a lot. I love America. I love Americans. I think Americans are the best. I'm sorry. I think that Americans really are the best. You know, just because of the sense of freedom, the sense of like unity when stuff goes down. It's almost like a married couple that we're like we have two sides. And it's like what if the aliens show up from outer space? Then we all band together. We're like, nope. Or if we have a disaster, we're like, no, we're Americans. And that bravado, that sense of that desire to that there's a deep sense of understanding that we really are imperative to each other, the left and the right, to be able to come to some sense of understanding and be like, okay, how do we govern together? You know, it's like two parts of the brain. It's like your brain literally wants to break out of the skull and be like, no, that can't, that's not how it works, brain. We need the heart. I'm the heart, I guess. I don't know. You're the heart. We have all the heart. And I think that when I so went to back to the president and having COVID, and I think to myself, send love. I have a friend on Instagram, and we both study Kabbalah, and I fall off the wagon, and I think that someone once told me like, you're not the spokesperson for Kabbalah. I was like, yeah, I'm not, or maybe I am. Totally Kamala 100%. Please join me. Ask me questions about Kamala because I want to learn with you. So, I know, New Testament. Uh, so, yeah, so I think that when I think about the president and I think about him as a human being, and it comes back to that Hitler question. Oh, my throat's just dry. When I think about the president, and the Hitler situation. And it's like, well, would you kill Hitler if he was a baby? And you're like, no, that's a baby, right? But it's Hitler. But, that moral question. But what if you look at the president as the baby? What if you look at the president as the light of the creator looks at the president as a child? We are all children of the light of the creator. And the president has, and the light of the creator have a special connection, just as you and I have a special connection to the light of the creator that we don't see, and it builds the sense of belief of the president. And the president makes the choices based on that belief and very other beliefs and whatnot, whether you agree or disagree that he has a connection to the light of the creator. So, how do we all come together and how do we answer the element? I think that it's love. We all understand that when we love each other, when we're really like in that love element, we can really allow a lot of things to fly. You know what I mean? You like Miracle Whip? It's okay. I love you. You know? So, when I think about the president and all the, I mean, to me, some really horrible things that he has said, there's still a certain level of choosing of mercy and saying, Mr. President, you're wrong. And those are really painful and hurtful things and miseducated elements and disagreements. I mean, you're saying things and you're behaving in a way to the level that it hurts. Like it viscerally hurts us Americans on one side or the other. You know? Or even for the people that are like, oh, he did well. Yeah, but all the people, think of all the people that don't agree with that. You have your small circle, which is like maybe half of America. People like, it's 45%. Or some people are like, whatever the polls say. So, we're like a married couple. We argue and yell at each other, but at the end of the day, we want to just go home and go to bed and care about the children, and the children of the future. I mean, some people are like, oh, coal, it's really solar, but what's the answer? Is the Earth getting warmer or not getting warmer? It's just like little science. And so it's exhausting, isn't it? All of it. But we choose love, and we choose to send the president as much as we disagree with him, as much as we want to like make a joke and be like, look at you. We choose love. We choose love because that's the ripple that we want to send into the universe. That's the ripple that we want to send to our children. We don't want children committing suicide because their friends disagree or whatever in the world. Just everybody's like and people are scared to go voting because people might be you know what I mean? We don't. We choose love, even for the president, even when we totally disagree with him, because he's still a human being and he still has a soul and he can still listen because he's still alive and he still has a connection to the light of the Creator. And maybe all these things are happening or karma, or maybe they're not. Maybe the frequency that we put out into the universe, I don't know. That's all of our answers to decide as a unity. Wow, this video is long. Because I love you. I love you, America. I'm not American. Well, I am American now. I consider myself American. But I consider myself American before I even came to America. In Peru, there's like all these stories about me pretending to be American. I'll tell you that in the next video. I love you, America. And send the president love, especially when you disagree with him. Send him love. It'll be good for him. It'll be good for you. It'll be good for America. It'll be good for the children. It'll be good for the future. Okay? Thank you.